What up, good people? Back with another reflection. A few days ago, I made a video about spiritual warfare. And what I want to talk about today is how do we prepare for this spiritual warfare? And I know one thing I was saying was to make sure that we stand in the Word, stand in the Bible or whatever religious book, that you prefer to read to edify yourself. But other things is we got to understand how we feeding the soul and feeding the spirit. For me, first thing I do in the morning, besides cut my alarm off, depending on what day it is I try to have a conversation with God. I try to pray. So I want that to be the first thing that I'm feeding my soul. That's what I'm eating for breakfast, right? A moment with God, a conversation with God. That's what I try to do. Sometimes I may forget. Sometimes I may be rushing. Sometimes I may wake up late. But that's the first thing I want to feed my soul is to have a conversation with God. Other things is like, the kind of music we're listening to. What are we putting in our ears that feeds the soul? What are we watching on TV? What are we reading? The people that we hanging around. We got to start taking account of what are we constantly putting into the soul, because the soul is eating, whether we realize it or not. It ain't just about the food that we put in our mouth into our body, but it's also the spiritual food. It's people we hanging around. What are they saying? Are they constantly complaining? Are they feeding into you? Are they motivating you? Are they constantly trying to bring you down or being negative? The music we're listening to, is it a bunch of negative stuff, or is it some positive things that lift your soul up? The TV what we're watching, is it a bunch of debate shows or reality TV where it's a bunch of drama, or is it biographies, or is it trivia, or is it cooking shows, or is it stuff that can feed your soul and make you a better person? We got to start taking daily account of what we feed in the soul, whether that's through the eyes, through the ears, through the mouth. Got to take account.